Hi, I'm Ben Province and welcome to Show Me the Music. On today's show, we'll take you inside one of St. Louis's biggest music festivals, Blue Fest. But first up is a country rock band that is getting some serious local recognition. The Five and Dimers feature a mix of roots country and pure rock and roll, and it was clear to me they truly love what they do. Matt and Matt, thank you guys for being here. And what you guys might not know about the Five and Dimers is that they were named Riverfront Times 2012 Best Country Band. But you guys are more than just a country band. It's can you describe your sound?
Yeah, that's not. We paint with a little bit broader brush than that. We do definitely hit on a lot of elements of traditional country. Love traditional country, but there's too many rock influences. Too many. There's bluegrass influences. There's stuff coming at us from all sides. There's a lot of music we wouldn't be able to write and play if we were just a country band. But we appreciate the kudos from the RFT.
Definitely. And who are some of your influences specifically?
Myself, always the Grateful Dead turned me on to tons and tons of music, and then rolled into David Grisman, and they actually showed me a lot about the old country music because they play tons of old country covers.
Right.
And
it's roots.
More recently, Robert Earl Keen is a true favorite,
Mm-hmm.
and Jason Isbell and the 400 Units, just an awesome band, writing great songs, playing good music.
How about you? I'll ask you the same question. Influences.
Oh man, have to agree with Matt on quite a few of those. Grateful Dead for sure. A lot of classic rock for me, Jimi Hendrix, Cream, but I also like Ryan Adams, Wilco, My Morning Jacket, some of the newer stuff. But I'm the fiddle player for the Five and Dimers. My fiddle influences come from the Del McCurry Band. Jason Carter's their fiddle player. Bobby Hicks and Kenny Baker, both who played with Bill Monroe. So I kind of bring that side to the table. You know, the bluegrass pretty strong. So.
And you guys are only two members, so really just 1/3 of the Five and Dimers.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about the band. Give us some inside jokes.
Bands, they're all banjo jokes, so
Right.
that's the only reason we have a banjo
And
player.
you do have a banjo player.
Yeah.
You have the
Yep.
traditional rock instrumentation,
Yeah.
and then a fiddle.
You know,
and
he's a very non-traditional banjo player, which fits in right. I think a traditional banjo player would pull their hair out with us because we don't fit the mold, you know, like
Right.
we said earlier. But now we're a six-piece, drum kit, bass, guitar, fiddle, myself, rhythm guitar and vocals.
And how do you work all those instruments in? Like, I mean, when I think about writing a song, you'd be like, well, you know, verse, chorus, bridge, guitar solo, but you got banjo, fiddle. How do you layer it all?
Well, Matt does a lot of help with the arrangements. You know, I usually write them. I'll come up with the guitar, you know, the basic structure of the song with guitar and lyrics, and then typically we come in as the group or as a 3 or 4 of us, and we start working out structure. And Matt's very good at arrangement and saying, "Oh, that'd sound neat here," and this and that. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you know, again, coming from the bluegrass background, there's multiple soloists, so it actually becomes kind of almost a choreography to work it in nicely and tastefully and not overplay. So I kind of borrow from that, where like solo sections can be split, divided, keeps variety in there. Also, it's important to, like I said, not do too much. You can pull certain things out at certain times for greater effect on one thing, and just switching. You know, if the fiddle's playing here, then it completely drops out when the banjo comes in for the contrasts.
And you have another band outside of the Five and Dimers where you get to be the front man, and I assume write a ton of stuff for that too.
I do. I write all the music. We're called the Blue Skies, and it's totally different. I don't play fiddle in that band. I play guitar and I sing. We're more of the standard rock instrumentation. You can find us. We have a website, blueskiesband.com. Blue is just BLU. There's no E.
You guys recently released an album with the Five and Dimers.
Yeah.
What can listeners expect?
A wide palette of songs. You know, it very much goes traditional country on a lot of elements. You know, I guess that's where the Country Band of the Year thing came from. But there's a few songs with a few rock and pop elements in them that, you know, they're just undeniable influences. And it was 13 original songs that we recorded over at Shock City Studios here in St. Louis with Tony Esterly, and he did a fantastic job. He's the man. But everybody in the group worked really hard. We recorded it live in the studio. There were no overdubs.
Wow.
We went in prepared. We set the whole room up for a live take. and everybody went in and nailed it. I mean, the vocals were going on, the leads were going on, all the instrumentation was happening in the same room at the same time.
So let me get this straight, 6 instruments
Yes.
live. And I hear you're working on a new one, or thinking of working on a new one?
I've got enough material for another full boat. We'll be weeding a couple songs out because they won't all fit. So there's plenty of material ready to go, and it's going to be a little bit the same dysfunctional country rock kind of combination as the others, but you know, the sound always evolves.
Well, I think it's great you don't put a label on it. You guys are musicians who love what you do, and that's why you write what you write.
It's about songs, not about any one genre, you know.
And that's what it's all about for me. Songs. I'm writing the way I feel in a given moment in my life, and I'm sharing that with somebody like I would share a conversation with you. You know, and for me to talk to you and tell you everything you want to hear wouldn't be any more honest than me to sing you.
Doesn't benefit either party.
Either one of us. That's right.
So the new album, we just want to touch on that one more time, which is, hasn't even been recorded yet, but the wheels are turning for sure. Any kind of release date, hypothetical?
You know, I would say late winter, early spring of next year would be something we can get done.
Okay. So keep an eye out.
Looking forward to getting back in the studio and bust another one out and seeing where it goes.
Definitely. And where can people keep track of you?
The5anddimers.com. The5anddimers.com, or you can do Facebook, 5 and Dimers. You can find Matt Tall on Facebook. Blue Skies has a Facebook, as well as Matt McGibney. So look any or all of them up, and love to see you sometime.
All right, well, great. I want to thank these guys for coming out. From the Moonrise Hotel, my name is Ben Province. This is Matt and Matt, and they are from the 5 and Dimers. Well, that is a group to definitely keep your eye on. Matt and Matt are really in it for the art of the craft, and that is refreshing to see.